Movies and Martinis celebrates women and diversity in the entertainment world
by ranking trending movies, shows, and books
with two completely different perspectives and ranked by delicious martinis.
Listen to find out how many martinis we felt it was worth.
And learn about the women who have written, performed, and/or directed in everything we have rated.
A new episode is available every Thursday on your favorite podcast platform and YouTube. What's up, everyone? Welcome to our podcast. I'm Priya.
And I'm Mercy. Hey, everybody. Hi, Priya. How you doing?
Good. Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year. Hey, wait. Let's get our stamps out. Happy New Year. Oh, by the way, let me show you how cute.
Oh, how cute.
Right? Isn't that the cutest?
Your bookish stickers on there.
Yes, and travel, and my little Bentley girl. My little one, Lauren, had that made for me.
Oh, that's so cool.
Super excited. By the way, my favorite one is this one.
What's it say?
Epic shit.
Yes. Right, epic shit.
Love it. So happy New Year and welcome to January 2024. So many goals.
Yes.
How was your 2023? It
was all right.
How many martinis would you give 2023, Priya?
Like a 3.5.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like the first half was booty butt. The second half rallied like the stock market. And
Excellent.
It was good. So I would give it 3.5 because the first half was booty. Yeah. What about you?
Okay. I give it a 5. I had a great year. I had a really good year. Considering 2020, 2021, and 2022, I have to say 2023 was amazing.
True. Actually, yeah, in comparison to the previous years, it was definitely better.
Yeah, it's definitely like we're just taking little steps forward. So it was good.
Yes. I agree with that part. Yeah, man.
Totally grateful for 2023.
Well, today we are kicking off January with Open Bar.
Top shelf only. And let me start with telling everybody, total spoiler alert on some of the things we talk about. So a lot of the stuff we're going to talk about are things that are coming out, so we should be cool. But just,
and things that we've watched, obviously.
And yeah. So we've watched very recently and read recently and heard about, or some of the stuff that we'll talk about we haven't really watched, but we know that it's trending, so we just want to let you know.
Yes.
So you want to start, Priya?
Sure.
Or you want me to start?
December was obviously, everything slows down around the world. And the holidays, Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, all these things happening. So it's a perfect time to sit down and watch stuff. So that's what I did. I watched a lot of stuff.
Oh, good for you. I couldn't watch. I felt like I was frozen in time.
I feel like you're frozen in time every month. You need to unfreeze you.
Yeah, it's just, I'm consumed and tugged in so many ways, which is all awesome.
Did you say you're consumed in hugs? Or tugs?
No, in stuff.
Stuff.
Like by people,
hugs. I'm like, that's go ahead.
But I'll take it. No, like, it's all great stuff. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining. It's all good stuff. Like if we're going to travel or we have friends over or family over or things, there is always great stuff, but it still takes me away from doing other stuff.
Yeah.
So
like
reading and writing and writing my book, which I haven't touched in a whole month.
Oh man, I can't wait for you to get back at it.
You can't wait. Anyway, back to you.
Okay. So stuff that I watched since we last spoke, a last open bar. Wait. Who edited this podcast episode? It's getting so good. So good that I need to give a shout out to our sponsor, Blue Box Media, an NYC-based video production firm. Blue Box Media makes our movies and martinis dreams come true every Thursday by editing every episode. Check them out at blueboxllc.com. And okay, let's get back to those martinis. Rebel Moon on Netflix, the Jack Schneider film. And I mentioned this the last open bar, and it was so good. So good. It's like a twist. Okay. It's like Star Wars and Dune and Avatar, all these things mixed together. And it was just beautiful. And it's the first movie. It was a part 1. So it was the first movie of a series of movies that's coming out. Definitely check it out on Netflix if you haven't already. Killer of the Flower Moon, now available on Apple TV. Did you see this? You didn't see it?
I haven't. I was going to, and then I saw, oh goodness. And then I thought, I don't know, like it was a little bit heartbreaking based on a true story and suffering and stuff. I was like, I can't.
Yes.
So tell me, because you watched it.
I actually watched it a couple days ago, and I was delaying for that same reason. But because I'm like, I need something to watch. Okay, fine. I'll put it on. And it was actually pretty good, but I had anxiety the whole time. I kept on telling Wade, I'm like, this is making me so mad. Because I don't know if you guys should be aware of the Tulsa race riots that happened a long time ago. It was called Black Wall Street, and the town was burned down. A lot of African Americans lived there. It was just a horrible thing. And this movie, Killers of the Flower Moon, references Tulsa, because this is what happened to the Native American Osage community in this movie. They didn't burn down the town, but Caucasian men were there killing Osage people and taking their insurance money, and it was a whole fat mess. So just be mentally prepared to watch it, because I was mad the whole time. And you're not going to like Leonardo DiCaprio's character. You're not going to like him, because you just want to slap him. Kill him. What are you doing?
Oh man, I knew it. You know, I was tempted to read the book, and then I was tempted to watch the show, and I was so excited. I remember one of the open bars, I mentioned it because it was so interesting. I was dying for it to come out, and then I watched the trailer. I was like, oh hell no, I can't. I don't want to watch this. I'm gonna suffer through it, and there's enough suffering with other shit in my life. I don't want to.
It's a good movie. You just have to be mentally prepared to watch it. Like,
how many martinis would you give it?
Like a 4. I would give it a 4. It was good.
That is good. That's
it was well done. Yeah. You're going to be satisfied.
You're frugal with your martinis, so that's a good thing.
Well, you are too. I remember you gave somebody a 1 last time. Okay.
Yeah, they got lucky. They got that one.
Next one up is trending, Saltburn on Prime. Have you watched it?
No, I must live under a rock. Why do I not? I don't know that.
Okay, so this movie, it's all over TikTok. People are like in shock from watching it. Okay, so let me just make this clear. If you love reading dark romances, this will not be shocking at all.
Okay, so hold on. Tell me one more time. What's the name of it? Because I have to watch it.
Saltburn. Like salt, pepper and salt. Burn, like fire burns you. Saltburn. And it came out last month. And it's good. It's very trippy. And there's probably like 2 or 3, there's a lot of naked scenes, but there's like 2 or 3 scenes where you're just like, WTF?
So is it a show or a movie?
It's a movie. It's a 2-hour movie.
On Prime?
On Prime. So
I gotta
watch at your own risk, discretion, whatever, but it was interesting.
How many martinis?
3.5.
Okay,
yeah, 3.5. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Very good. Okay, I gotta watch that.
Okay, next is Aquaman 2. Came out.
Hey, I heard that got really bad reviews.
Yeah, I know why.
Oh.
So graphics were great. The storyline could have been better. He was very focused on, the environment and climate change, but there were a lot of parts in there that were really cheesy. And then Aquaman had a baby with one of the mer women, and they were living on land, which was kind of like, okay, why? There were some really cheesy parts in there, and I really wanted to like it. I did. So I would have to give it like 3, maybe 2.5, 3. Yeah.
I'd say 2.5. Sounds more like your cup of tea there.
Yeah.
All right. Which other one?
Wonka with our boy
Timothy.
Yes.
Tell me, how was that?
It was good. It was a different twist on it. It was Wonka when he first started out before he got like the factory. Prequel. Like the lead up to the factory. And there's even like the famous British actor that plays the little Wonka guys.
Okay. I know who you're talking about. No, that's Wizard of Oz with the Munchkins.
Yeah, but it was good.
But I get you.
It was good. Definitely a movie to watch. If you have nothing else to do, like
How many martinis would you give that one?
Like a 3.
Okay.
3.5, you know, around
So
there.
how about The Color Purple?
I didn't see it.
The new one.
Did
I'm
you see
dying
it?
to see it. No, I'm dying to see it.
Okay.
And I know that's a rough
okay.
but it's got such a cast.
Okay, I'm a little annoyed. So Oprah is on my annoyed list. I'm kind of annoyed with her.
There's so many people that are feeling the same way. She's my BFF. What is your problem?
So one of the actresses, I'm probably saying her name wrong, but she's amazing.
I know who you're talking about, though.
Yes. She came out, there's a lot of videos of she came out really frustrated that she's not getting the pay that she should be getting for her experience as an actor. And
for her performance?
Just over the years, she says that every time a good movie comes out and she breaks the glass ceiling, everybody's like, yes, yes, yes. But then the next movie comes out and she feels like she has to start all over again as a Black woman. And she feels like this is happening for a lot of Black women in the industry. And Fantasia was also in this movie. So, and another Black actress.
The big cast, yeah.
Yeah, that's up and coming, you know? So she felt like, she has to fight for them too. But if you watch some of the videos with her and Oprah together, it's like oil and water happening right there. There's something going on right there. Oprah's annoyed with her. There's one video where she's crying and Oprah's just like not trying to stand next to her. Like, yeah. There's something happening there.
Something happening, yeah.
So I don't know if Oprah's taking advantage of her. And there's an older actress named Monique. I'm totally gossiping here, y'all. Sorry.
I love this. No. Do share.
There's another actress from way back when. Her name is Monique, and she had her own show. And Oprah did her dirty, and like she had some really traumatic stuff happen to her. And Oprah on her show, when Oprah had her TV show, booked her mother and somebody else that were involved in this traumatic situation that Monique went through. And Oprah didn't tell Monique, so she hijacked Monique. So
really,
it's like, and of course, obviously, you go right off bat. Obviously, Oprah did it for ratings. I mean, that's why she did it, which is sad, Yeah. And then Monique
businesswoman before value woman.
And I get it. That's why you're rich. Yeah, sure. Yeah, but like now,
other ways of getting there.
All these things are coming out that you're squashing women just like you to get where you are. So
right, exactly.
That's why I'm annoyed with her. Like and then the whole thing with Hawaii and her land and anyway.
Yeah, I heard also to add to all of that, all the issues with the weight loss. So she was, I guess, talking crap about people that were taking Ozempic and all these different things. And then she was doing it the whole time.
Yeah.
Herself. So a little bit of a hypocrisy moment there, but
yes.
Anyway.
Yes. So I don't know what's happening with I don't know.
No.
Anyway,
we'll circle back to that another day.
So, okay, let me continue. Okay. So the next movie is Dream Scenario starring Nicolas Cage on Apple TV.
Oh.
And yeah, it's actually kind of interesting.
So, tell me.
So Nick has like a what do you call it? Like a cult fan base. Like he does all these like off the wall movies. And in this movie, this is like normal everyday guy that like is showing up in everybody's dreams. And he becomes famous because he's showing up in everybody's dreams until they start having nightmares of him and they start hating on him and then coming after him and beating him and like his whole life falls apart. But it was actually pretty decent. I'll give it like maybe a 3.54.
That's a show or a
Apple
movie?
TV. Yeah. Apple TV.
Yeah, but it's a show or
no, it's a movie. It's a movie.
It's a movie. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll watch it because I do like them.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me the name of that one again.
Dream Scenario.
Dream Scenario.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So I got 3 shows just really quick. Rick and Morty just completed their latest season. It's an animation. I don't know if you ever heard of Rick and Morty.
Yes, of course.
Off the wall animation. I freaking love it. It's like a take on Back to the Future with Doc and Marty. Rick and Morty. And it's just, I love them. So we were just like devouring all the episodes last season. What If is a Marvel spin-off animation of all the major Marvel movie characters. So it's like, it's a twist on what if this character did this instead of that, and all these different scenarios. And they actually had a whole episode with Mohawk language. And it was so good. And this new Marvel character in that show that they actually featured in another episode after that. But it was just so good. It was all in like indigenous languages, which was fantastic. And the last one is, so that's on Disney Plus, by the way, guys. The last one is Upload, which is on Prime. And it's kind of like my little sleeper. It's like a fun little sci-fi drama that you could watch, get some popcorn, you have nothing else to do. But basically it's a world where people are uploading their consciousness to this AI cloud where they're living in this like resort after they die. So they're still living, but
they're prepping the other
their
stuff.
body's no longer around. So their mind, their consciousness is in this world.
Who thinks of all this stuff, right?
I know, right? But so it's not AI. It's AI stuff. That's it for things I've watched.
Okay, so what did you read in December? Did you get to read anything?
Yeah, so I was
badass that finished the book in December.
Oh yes, okay, so I did finish book one of my series, of your trilogy. And I'm announcing, so this episode comes out tomorrow, but I'm announcing the title of my book in 9 days, 8 days, depending on when you listen to this, on Instagram. So if you don't follow us now on Instagram so you can find out what the title of my book is, or I'll just be sharing it next one, our next open bar.
I love it.
Yes. So we could talk about our TBRs when we're done with the movies. Why don't you go ahead and share what you've been watching?
Oh, okay. So sure. I just watched a show called School Spirits. Did you ever watch it? I had told you about it. It's School Spirits on Netflix.
I started watching it.
Okay. So it has a teenage kind of vibe to it. So because it's happening in a high school, and your first impression is like, all right, really? Come on, I'm not gonna watch another high school kind of show. But the freaking plot twist, and I started watching it and I didn't go to bed until I finished the entire season. It was that good. For me, it just captivated. It was, to me, it was a 5 martini. Like I could not stop. I couldn't stop. It was the who did it. Why did they do it? Oh, definitely she did it. And then the next episode, no, it wasn't her. She did it, definitely. Oh, no, it couldn't happen to her. It had to be him. Yeah, he did. And oh my gosh, it was. And then it ends and you're like, what? You never saw that coming. Like it completely got you out of left field.
Okay.
And it leaves you like ready for the next season. So
I'm definitely going to have to finish it now.
I really, really recommend it. Those are very few and in between shows that I just started and I can't stop. Okay. So it's that one. The next one that I started and I just couldn't stop was Fool Me Once. I don't know how you felt about it. I know we'll be covering it in the future.
Yes.
But Fool Me Once, could not stop watching it. Finished it in one sitting. So I'll tell you more about it whenever we do cover it.
Soon.
I'll tell you more about it. I watched the movie Family Switch.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
Because it was a holiday. You didn't miss too much. It was whatever. It was kind of cute, but it was like, please, another one.
Hallmark?
No, it was on Netflix.
Oh.
But it was just like a holiday. It was like a feel-good movie if your kids were still young and you had everybody in the living room and you're having popcorn with the whole family, your parents and kids and whatever. So, for that, it was good. So if you have young kids, it's a great movie to watch. Or even teenagers would be great to watch with like a family setting. But if you really want to watch something that's really going to captivate you, that wasn't it. And then the other one, that was it that I watched. I told you I was really busy during the holidays, but I did read. So I'm going to jump into books.
Okay. Wait. What about stuff coming out?
Oh, well, if we're going to talk about that, let's talk about Mean Girls.
Okay.
Mean Girls
Yes.
is coming out. By the way, I
Yes.
watched Barbie again
You did.
because Barbie's now on Max, so you can watch Barbie.
Nice.
Yeah, and I watched The Gilded Age, which we're gonna cover.
Yes.
So we're not even gonna talk about
Juicy,
it.
juicy,
You
juicy.
got to
Okay.
come back to that because that was okay, something to talk about. But Mean Girls is coming out. It's scheduled to come out January 12th. My birthday is the 15th, so I might just do a movie night for that one. And then also, I'm not a war movie person. My husband is, so I have to hear it. And I hear all this, da, 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 da. And I walk by and there's just like blood. But,
oh my God. So Mercy and I had a book retreat the first night there. That's what Billy was doing.
We could hear him downstairs in the
it was
theater
like boom,
part.
boom, boom through the floor.
Yes, and you could feel the floor upstairs vibrating from the speakers. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. So there was a movie back a while ago. It was called the Tuskegee Airmen.
Yes.
And it was back talking about World War II and all these different things that happened, and apparently it was an excellent movie. And that was inspiration to years later with Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks to do The Band of Brothers.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if you ever saw that. So
I don't think I did.
So that was really, really big for anybody that likes that kind of movie because it really talks about the character. The characters are all based on real events. Yeah. So you could actually sit there and kind of, I guess, Google or research the characters and did that really happen? And most of the time it had happened. Yeah. And so now to kind of complete that, it's not a trilogy per se because they don't go in sequence, so that they're all the same people putting them together. Not the same cast, not the same actors, not the same storyline, but the same vibe, I guess. So the next one that's coming out is Masters of the Air. And everybody's waiting for that to drop. That's coming on Apple TV January 26th. Okay. So it does have like a love story. The main actor, I'm going to tell you his name right now. I have it here. Okay. So the main actor is Austin Butler.
Yes, he played your homeboy.
Elvis, right?
Elvis, yeah.
Yeah. Not my homeboy, but no.
I know, because you were talking about that movie, one of the last shows.
I thought that was good. So he's the main star. This series, The Master of the Air, has a romance twist to it, which the other ones didn't really have as deep. And so it's Lauren McQueen who plays the main actress. Okay. So anyway, everybody's waiting for that. It should be really good. I'm not gonna watch it, but you know. So that was that. That's what we're expecting in January. If you guys have heard of something we haven't heard about or we didn't mention, let us know. But top of the list there, it's definitely going to be Mean Girls. By the way, also in January, coming out because Gypsy Rose was released. She's no longer in jail, as everybody knows, and everybody's talking about her. And there were a series of hers in the past. This month, they were releasing her prison confessions. And now she's doing a whole documentary, another one. So this will be the third one, but this last one will be in her voice. Yeah, that's insane. So it's really crazy. That's going to be, I'm definitely going to check that out. So you guys know, I know she has a huge fan base. So we're not out there for those fans. And so now we can go to books. So as everybody knows, we both work on our personal books that we're working on. Priya's is sci-fi based, mine is romance. But aside from that, we have our book club. And so we're constantly reading books, and we have like a minimum set goal of one a month. However, somebody around here is trying to be very ambitious. That's the right word. So you're saying that, first of all, let's talk about what you read in December. What did you read in December? So Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros was anticipated like crazy coming out. The first book was Fourth Wing. And this is sci-fi, guys. This is like dragons and... Did you read Fourth Wing? I read Fourth Wing. It was fantastic. How many martinis? Oh, definitely a 4, 4.5, yeah.
It was
Okay.
really good.
Okay.
And this one, I'm actually having a hard time getting through. And I'm doing
Really?
Audible on top of
Oh,
that.
wow.
So I've been like dragging the whole month reading it, listening to it on Audible.
Oh,
And I'm trying. I just need to get to, usually her books, they pick up towards the end. So I'm like hoping it's really good towards the end.
oh,
The
I know
other
that
book,
feeling all too well.
I know, the other book is Children of Blood and Bone. And this is the book I picked up when we were in Tennessee together in Knoxville.
Yes, I remember.
And I'm actually having a hard time with that one too.
What the heck?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And the girl in the store was like, "Oh, you have to get both books." And then the third book is coming out this year. So I was like all excited, like, "Oh my God, this," and I've seen good reviews on them.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling it's like towards the end of these books, it's just going to be the good part. So yeah, sorry guys.
I hear you. I hear you. I can feel that.
I did read 31 books in 2023. So
that's crazy.
That's why I'm trying
Congrats.
to be. Thank you. I'm trying to be ambitious here. And in 2024, my goal is to support one indie author a month.
I love that.
So I'll be doing at least 2 books a month. The only reason I have 4 books for January is because I'm behind on book club.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. So jumping to book club in December, our book club book was this one.
Yeah.
Yep. Which is, did you hear about Kitty Carr?
I can't even see that.
So, did you hear about Kitty Carr?
Yes.
So I did finish it. I have to tell you, it was a really good book. There was a reason why everybody kept talking about it. The book has, again, let me go to spoiler alert if you haven't read it, but the book has a lot to do with what's called, to me, it's new. It might be something everybody's been talking about a whole lifetime, but it's passing. So I didn't know that was a thing, passing.
Passing?
So it's called passing. So this is when
like if you're a light-skinned Black woman, you're passing as white.
As a white woman.
That, which a lot of women back then did,
Exactly. So that's who Kitty Carr is doing. That's what's happening. And the whole book is based on that and her life story.
Yeah.
And she's, as you can see here, very Hollywood. So it was good. It was interesting. I did have times I was like clawing through. And I did
December. We were both in the same spot.
Yeah. So I spoke with one of our good friends, Heather, and I told her, "Hey, did you finish it?" And she goes, "Yeah, it was good." So I said, "Okay, it's got to be me because it has excellent reviews. It's got to be me." And I've been having conversations with the author on Instagram. So I'm like, I got to do her justice. I got to really read this because she's waiting for me to finish. And so I did finish it, and it is excellent. When it all wraps up, it's like, wow. Then you start thinking about everything you read.
You should post a review. Post a review with like a star rating.
Oh, I should. Yep.
She'll probably share it.
Yeah.
She's very responsive.
She's been great. Yes.
Yeah.
So that was this one. And now that was my to be read, and I read it, and that was it. I did one, and I did it again. My personal book, I didn't even touch. However, moving forward, now we're going towards our January open bar.
Yes.
So you just mentioned what you want to read. What our book of the month is the Heaven and Earth Grocery Store. And that I started reading. So my understanding from it, everybody's talking about it, is that, and this is a comment that one of the girls at Barnes and Noble told me, is that it's a modern twist, if you will, of To Kill a Mockingbird. So although the book is based on years ago, it's told now, and I guess it has a twist. I don't know. I just started reading it. I'm like on chapter 3. It is Barnes and Noble's book of the year. It's the book of 2023. The last time that Barnes and Noble did that last year, their book of the year was Lessons in Chemistry, which I couldn't put down.
And it was a good book.
It was an excellent book. Later became a movie on Apple TV. No, a show on Apple TV, a limited series.
Yeah.
So this new book, I think it's beginning with a lot of different characters. Yeah. And so I'm kind of having a hard time placing everybody, but I will get there. But I am dying to, I'm already in love with a couple of characters. Let me say that.
Nice.
So that's always a good
I can't
start.
wait.
So,
I can't wait.
yeah, so
The librarian, when I went, was like, hey, there's like 90 people on this waiting list and you're number 81. And I was like, oh my God.
yeah,
I have to
no,
do Audible.
crazy. And so bottom line to this all, I'm super excited about this book in January, and I'll let you guys know how it is. And Priya, you got to read it, okay? You got to keep up, man.
If
keep
I get
up
the
with
book
me here.
from the library, I shall read it. If not, I'm going to have to do audio.
Well, okay, so how about, you already know that there's a long wait. Just go for audio.
True.
I mean, if I read it fast enough, I'd ship it to you like overnight, and that would be awesome.
Boy, we shall see. You know, I wanted to ask you before I go into my last 2 TBR books, are you on Goodreads?
I'm not, and I keep hearing all about it.
Somebody just asked me today on IG. She's like, hey, what's your Goodreads profile? I want to follow you. And I was just like, huh?
Yeah. So yeah. I went on it. I have the app, so I must be on it. But for some reason, Lauren she called me a couple of days ago and she asked me, are you on Goodreads? And I told her no. And she goes, oh, never mind. You're going to miss out, but don't worry about it. I'll tell you about it later. I was like, great. I was like, oh.
Well, you know, there's a way to track your books and your goals on Goodreads. So I did go on the website and I looked, and like 2 million people outline their book goals, like saying they will read like 20 books, 40 books or whatever. They signed up for that.
You know what? Putting that on my goal.
And this is not a promo, y'all, for
no. Just for the bookish part of us.
Yes.
That's a side note.
Yeah, side note.
Good read.
Okay, so the other 2 books I have for my TBR, indie author. I'm zooming in on my phone, y'all.
I'm loving this indie author. How are you finding them, by the way?
On Instagram. They're all over our bookish community. A lot of these people that are reading books are also writing books. Okay. So one of them, we were DMing each other back and forth. She wrote a book called Shadows and Sacrifice. Her name is Christy Powell. Okay. And it's a it's a World War II novel. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try something different, because this is not sci-fi. This is not like mystery. It's not what we typically read, you know? I'm like, you know, I'm going to try this in historical fiction. Let's see how it goes, you know?
Because I'm so far behind with writing.
Yeah.
And I really want to focus January on getting back on track. I'm going to stick with just my one, but I want your feedback at the end to tell me how that went.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me know, because I might just incorporate it into February.
Yeah, and you know what? We should probably share our TBRs in our book club too, because we have a book club chat. And when I shared this on Instagram, I said Mercy's book club in my post. I saw. I loved it. And the last one, because you know I have to do my sci-fi, is Shatter Me, and it's by Teheran Mafi. And this series has phenomenal reviews on Amazon. I'm like, how the heck did I not hear of this series? So the first book is Shatter Me. I just ordered it on my local library here in Queens, New York. So I'm waiting for it. I'm number 2 on the list, so I'm gonna get it soon.
So then, wait, you still have 2 to finish. The ones you bought in Knoxville.
Yeah.
And you still have December Kitty Card to finish, and you have to read. I just want to make sure we're on the same page and I'm not misunderstanding anything.
Okay.
But you have those 4 plus an indie one, and now you're talking about Shatter?
Yes. So
are we talking about 6 books, Priya?
No. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. I'm going to finish Iron Flame by this weekend. Okay. I'm going to stop reading Children of Blood and Bone for now, because it's not flowing for me. I need to come back to it. Okay. And then I'm going to start Kitty Carr Monday. Okay. And then I'm going to do Heaven and Earth on the week after. And then I'm going to do Shadows and Sacrifice the weekend. So every week is going to be a book.
Okay.
And I am not going to pressure myself. I am not, just like I'm doing with Children of Blood and Bone, I will pause. If by the end of the week, I'm just like,
you're not feeling it. Yeah.
I'm not going to force myself. And you know what? I'll share that in book club too. I'm like, I'm not going to force myself.
Yeah, you shouldn't. I've had times I've done that. Plenty of times I've done that. If I'm really not feeling it, I mean, I'll give it a chance, but I hear you.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's my TBR.
So that's awesome. Sounds great. I hope all of our listeners are watching the shows, watching the movies, and getting some reading time in.
Yes.
We'd love to know what your goals are. So know what your goals are. If we missed any shows, if there's anything that you watched that you'd love us to cover, we're open for that too. So that's a wrap for today.
Thank you so much for listening and watching our YouTube video. Make sure you subscribe and like, share, follow, all that great stuff. And we'll see you in the next episode.
We'll see you the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.